Hello everyone. I know it's been a pretty good while since we've gone on any adventures, but we're about to start hitting the road again. Matter of fact, today we're headed to Savannah, Tennessee, to the Tennessee River Museum. So come on along. The first area you come to in the museum tells about fossils found in the area dating back millions of years to when this area was a saltwater bay. This area also told about Robert Bruce Wade, who was a paleontologist and geologist who was from my hometown of Trenton, Tennessee. He discovered the famous Coon Creek fossil formation in this area of Tennessee. Robert's brother was legendary college football coach Wallace Wade, who coached at Alabama and Duke. I may do another video on Robert Wade and visit his gravesite, which is also in my hometown of Trenton, Tennessee. This tells some more about the fossils. The fossil remains of one of these giant creatures was actually found in this area. This part of the museum tells about the early Native American history of the area. Some of the Native American artifacts showed here were found at the Native American mounds, which are at Shiloh National Military Park. This is one of the museum's most prized possessions, the Shiloh kneeling man. Now we get to the part of the museum that tells about the early settlers to this part of Tennessee, a little bit about their lifestyles and how they settled this part of the land. Next is the Civil War exhibit at the museum, which begins with the War on the River exhibit. And you enter this area by walking through a recreation of the middle gun port of the USS Cairo. More Civil War exhibits pertaining to the Battle of Shiloh. Of course, Grant's headquarters was at the Cherry Mansion, which is at Savannah during the Battle of Shiloh. And here's a fence post from the Shiloh battlefield that still has mini balls in it. Here is a United Confederate Veterans uniform coat that belonged to Captain John Morton, who was the Chief of Artillery for General Nathan Bedford Forrest. The UCV was a Confederate veterans group after the Civil War. Here we cover the cavalry during the Civil War. This display tells about Confederate Cavalry General Nathan Bedford Forrest. This display tells about the golden age of steamboats on the Tennessee River. Here's the speaking tube where you could speak from the pilot house down to the boiler room of the steamship. It's the other end of it.
Welcome. This structure is a reproduction of a pilot house on a turn-of-the-century steamboat. Please be seated and enjoy the ride.
Here we are inside the pilot house of the steamship. Here it tells about the early crossings of the river before the bridge was built, when they would cross by ferry. This tells of the creation of Shiloh National Military Park, as well as the reunion of the soldiers from both sides at the park in the later years. And here the tour of the museum ends with a plea not to vandalize the memorials to soldiers. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Till next time, so long everyone.